Can I ask you guys one question? What do you want?
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on
Freedom. Can I get another marker? Thank you. Can you guys keep shouting out random things? What do we want?
Money.
Money.
Financial freedom. Yeah.
Financial freedom.
Success.
Success. What else?
Happiness.
Happiness.
Acceptance.
Acceptance.
Materials.
Materials. What else? How about we ground it a little bit more and keep it a little bit more base level? Like for me, watches. I want watches. What else?
Crafts.
Travel. Traveling. Good. What else?
Health.
What was that?
Good health.
Health. Good.
Massive biceps.
Massive biceps.
8.5 jet skis.
8.5 jet skis. So one is for me, midget size. 8.5 jet skis. What else?
Cows.
Cows.
Cows. Big cows.
Cows. Big cows. Okay. Very big cows.
Bluebell. Bluebell.
Blue. Just fucking still. Do you know I was gonna say it?
No, I didn't know.
Okay. Blue belts. So blue belt in jiu-jitsu martial arts. Okay. Do we have any one last one before I go on? One last one thing. What do we want?
Shoes.
Shoes.
That guy's shoes.
Okay, cool. Guys, so just for the, okay, I'm gonna go into the things that are a little bit more simple. Hey bro. How are you? Welcome. Good. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna go into the things that are a little bit more kind of like base level cravings and wants, right? Because this is the point I'm gonna try and prove. Shoes, biceps, jet skis, watches, material goods, money, women, and jiu-jitsu blue belts. Okay, so I'm going to go into the second part of this demonstration and ask you guys, out of all the guys that said these, have you had some? Okay, so for example, I want watches, I have had one watch. For the guys that want money, we've already had jobs, right? So can we all agree that in all of these things that we say we want, we've already had a bit of it? Yeah? Has that made you feel the way you thought it would make you feel? Okay? What I mean by that is, I really wanted this watch. When I got it, I felt amazing for a little while. Yeah? I really wanted money. When I got to the point that I thought was the amount of money I would be satisfied with, I felt really good. And the next day, I was straight into the next amount of money. Yeah? Women is the biggest, guys. Okay? We all think, or at least I'll speak for myself, I thought that the moment I got women, all of my problems and all of my life was going to be fixed. Yeah? So, you know, we started going out, and all I wanted was like, imagine how cool it's gonna be when I walk up to a girl and I say hi, and I did it, and I was like, fuck, that was so cool, for 2 seconds, and then I'm like, okay, now I want to go out and get a girl's number. So then you go online, how to get a girl's number, and then you go out, you get the number, it's like, yes, I got the number, okay, but now how do I ask for a date, okay, and then you fast forward, and then you think, when I lose my virginity, or when I have sex with a woman, I'm going to feel so fine, because that's what I really want. And then you have sex with a woman, and you feel amazing for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and then you're back to normal. Right? So then you think, no, but I want to have sex with a woman that I did not meet on Tinder. So then you go, oh no, but you know, she wasn't that attractive. Right? So we always find these excuses that then pull us back to the base level reality. Okay? So now that we've gone through all of these things, I want to go to this thing I just made up right now. This is me. And this is how this is who I want to be and how I want to feel. This is who I am now and how I feel right now. Okay? So, you buy the watch. Boop. And then you go back. Right? Okay. Jiu-Jitsu blue belt was massive for me, right? Because I used to train Jiu-Jitsu every fucking day. I visualized myself having this blue belt. And I was like, I would go to bed and I would like imagine myself with this blue belt. And then one day I got the blue belt. And it was like, amazing. I made my dream. It was the best moment of my life. And then like 2 weeks later, we're back to training. And I'm like, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm training again. Now I want a purple belt. Okay? So the point I'm trying to illustrate is that we always want all of these things, and then we get them, and then we don't get the satisfaction that we expect that we would get that once we get them. Okay? Having. Okay? That's what we're dealing with right now. Having. I want to have the watch, I have it. I want to have the woman, I have her. I want to have the $20,000 a month, I have it. I want to have the travel, I have it. Yeah? So there comes a point when you realize that having what you want to have doesn't give you the internal feeling that you thought it would give you. So that you want to have more and then you don't get it. And then you want to have more and you go into this jump and jump and jump and jump and jump and jump and jump. Right? Have, get it, feel that, have, and then you think the next thing you want to have. Then you have this massive breakthrough. And then you're like, fuck man, it's all about the process. It's all about the process. You know, it's not about the bluebell. It's about the time that you did the warm-up. It's not about the women, it's about the process that you went through when you were speaking to her. It's not about the money, but it's about the job that you did and when you got the job and you got the interview. So then you kind of realize that the thing that you wanted to have doesn't give you as much satisfaction as the process in which you went to get to the thing that you wanted to have. And then you're like, man, that journey was actually really cool. You know, you let go of wanting to have things. And then you start trying to align your life into the right way to do things. And then you go into the hustle, or being aligned with your purpose, right? Which is like, fuck desk jobs, I hate desk jobs, I want to do something that's my purpose. So then you switch jobs. Or it's like, I don't care anymore about the big biceps, now I'm going to really go to the gym and grind it out with my willpower and my discipline, because it's Monday, and I'm going to go do chest day. Because I'm going to go enjoy the process, and then you put the music on, and then you put on the shoes, and you go to the gym, you start lifting, and you feel really good. Doing. Right? Then you achieve doing. That's a huge jump. It's a massive jump. Because then all of a sudden you're process oriented. Right? And then you're kind of enjoying every second of the journey. And then you're always going like back and forth, back and forth. Having. Okay, no, remember, it's about the process. It's about the process. And then you get straight back and forth, because none of these things are permanent, right? But then the process never really is perfect, right? Because for example, I said my process is I want to work in a job that's aligned with my purpose, so I quit my job that I fucking hated, and then I want to do a better job. And then I was like, yes, I love the process. I love going to work. I love putting on my uniform because now I love my work. But there's still parts of these processes that you don't like. Like, fuck doing the budget. Like, fuck doing the email. I just want to do the good part. So the process still kind of has ups and downs and good parts and bad parts. And then you get to the next point. Just being. Just be. Right? Being. And this is really hard to explain because I'm still kind of in that transition and it's very difficult to put into words. But basically, in order for you to get to being, you need to just like fuck all of this off and none of it matters anymore, you disregard it, and then all of a sudden you're just in a different thing that doesn't have anything to do with any of this, okay? The best analogy that I explained, that we figured out, was imagine all your life imagine you're in Skyrim or GTA 4 or The Witcher, and you're like the character, the little character, you're like Geralt of Rivia, right? And you have all these things you have to do. So Geralt of Rivia really wants to win the quest so that he gets the money, and then he wants to beat the monster so he gets the head. And you're in the video game wanting to beat the mission, wanting to beat the quest, and then you get the money, and then you're having. Then you get into doing paradigm, right? Which is like, imagine if Geralt of Rivia, but now you really like the process of walking on the forest on your way to do the quest. So now you're Geralt of Rivia in the video game, but now you like what you're doing. Then when you're being, it's like you escape the video game and you enter this whole new alternate reality that is completely different from anything you've ever experienced, and you're not Geralt of Rivia anymore, but you're the guy sitting on the couch with the little fucking controller controlling Geralt of Rivia, and at the same time you're the guy that designed the game and thinks about what the side quests are. Right? And then it's like, it's just completely different reality, where all of a sudden none of these things really kind of matter anymore. Right? And what happens is all of a sudden you realize that you are now the person that does and has what you originally wanted. Okay? So it's not about the watch, it's not about the $1 million, it's not about the blue belt, it's not about the women, it's about you all of a sudden you manage to become the person, right, that does all of these things already. Okay? Which then leads into what you said, which was really interesting because you said when you're rock climbing you're doing, right? Because you have that thinking mind engaged. You're rock climbing and you're thinking, okay, I need to bring this hand over here, okay, I remember this other technique that I did. Now guys, imagine you were the world champion at rock climbing. Do you really think that you're thinking when you're climbing the wall? Imagine you're LeBron James, and you're in the middle of a jumping fucking dunk, I don't play basketball, but you're about to put the ball in. Are you thinking about, oh wait, this is the technique that I remember I have to do this, okay? Whenever you get to really being successful at something, really enjoying something, really killing something, just like really getting to the top level, right, of that one thing that you want to do, which say it could be game. You have to get to the point where you're not thinking about game. You're not obsessing about game. You're not going to your YouTube to look at videos of game. You're not going out with friends that all of them do game and you sit there and you talk about game and you jerk each other off, talk about game, and then you plan about how much game you're going to do. The guy that is good at game is the guy that's just like walking like that, and then he sees a woman and he's like, oh hey, what's up? And he's not even thinking, right? The guy who's good at money, Elon Musk, he doesn't wake up and he's like, oh, I wonder, how do you invest? He's just like, well, fuck it, maybe I just make a flamethrower, like that, right? So you just fuck all of this off, and then all of a sudden you be, and then this is just be, just be, just be, just be, just be. Bro, just be, bro. Bro, just be, bro. Just be. So, a behavior that I really like is emulating what the person would do. Okay? So if I'm worrying about money, sometimes I ask myself, what would the person that have a lot of money and no problems obtaining it do? And you're kind of in this loop, and you're always kind of trying to get a little bit closer to the being. Okay, so just really try and think, man. When you have that lack and that craving of that thing that you think is going to make you super happy, really ask yourself, is that being? Like, is that being? Is that really aligned with, I don't care what you call it, your higher self, or your divine divinity, or God, or whatever. Like, the word doesn't matter. I like to use being because it's just the word I want to be, I want to use. But is that really a high-level desire that I can achieve by really being the person that does that? Or is this just some sort of fucking illusion that I'm chasing a little carrot in a little fucking hamster wheel, right? So you go to the hamster wheel, and the carrot's like that, and the carrot's like that, and then you lick it with the tip of your tongue, and then it just goes away like, fucking goddammit. And then it's like, you've been fucking in this hamster wheel for all your life, and then you never get the fucking carrot, and then you're here like that, and then what if you could just be like, whoop, up, you're being it.